Something happened to this dude since he got a haircut.
He's feeling himself.
Nah, you're looking good, man. Do it yourself?
Thank you. What?
He said, "Did it yourself."
Yeah, come on, cuz. Oh, damn, it's looking pretty hectic there. I didn't brush it. I'm just gonna have to keep my head straight.
Well, hold on. What glasses is my wearing? You go to work or what, bruv?
What kind of experiment is this?
These aren't experiment glasses.
She said, I'm going to build some.
Gosh, she said Bunsen burner, bruh.
Yeah.
They look nice. They look stylish. I would low-key wear them out.
Bro, you don't even wear shorts. Sometimes you'll be able to wear this.
What do you mean I don't wear shorts? What's that have to do with... Like, these are the experiment ones.
Is this for when you experiment on the patients or what?
Whoa!
These ones are the experiment ones.
Pretty sure you just picked up the same glasses twice, guys.
Yeah, legit, I was gonna say.
So those are the experiment, the other ones for fun? Fashion?
I think so.
Damn. Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of the Disruption Podcast. It's your boy, Noor Gabriel. What's up, man?
It's Chief Sergeant in the building, baby.
It's your girl, my Weezy.
And you got the prince and that. It was good.
How's everyone feeling?
I am breaking out. I hate wearing masks. My face, I've got a third head on my skin. And it's so disgusting. And it's because of the mask. Like, I think I'm just going to stop wearing them. Like that as. I'm just going to stop. I can't take it.
She got money for fines, huh? Very nice.
Not at all. But
Dang.
I'm over it.
Hey, do you guys know today daylight saving started?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know. So what? This is how I found out, innit? Yeah. So I was thinking, I work. Huh?
Your manager called you. That's how you found out.
Man, why? Nah. So I woke up. It was 7:40. So actually it was 8:40, but it was 7:40 for me. Right. So my brother came to my room and said, "Hey, can you take me to work?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "What time?" He said, I said 9. I look at the time. I was like, "Bruv." That's 1 hour. Like, I was like, in my head, I was like, "Oh, yes, I'll take you." I was like, "I got 1 hour to rest." So he goes away. 5 minutes later, he comes knocking. "Hey, bro, I said if you can take me to work." I was like, "Bruv." There's so 1 hour left. And he was like, "Bro, what do you say? It's 8:45. I said, "It's 7:45, dog." He opened the door. I opened my door. And then we both pulled out our phones. His phone said 8:45. My phone said 7:45. We looked at each other. So, yeah, that's how I found out. So it was more. Huh?
You know what the funniest part of this? Your Huawei doesn't even naturally move.
I was legit gonna say more of the stories. Yeah, don't get a Huawei phone.
Don't get a Hawaii phone, cuz.
It doesn't keep up with the trend.
Like it.
Bare necessities.
Sheesh. Man can't even tell the time with the phone. Goodness gracious, bro.
But yeah, it did creep up though. I didn't realize until the day before that we were heading into daylight savings.
You know what's
But the news said, like a few weeks ago, what do you call it? We're probably not gonna go into daylight savings. They're like, we're probably gonna cancel that.
What?
Bro, daylight save. No, Daniel, go. You want to say something?
Like, never trust this Carlos news. Now I got something else to say.
No, like legit. Let me pull out the news.
Now, remember the coronavirus statistics from Carlos back in the day?
That's crazy. No.
Yeah.
It's dipping, yeah, because all you're doing is changing the time, yeah, an hour forward, yeah. They're saying we're not gonna do that. That's what they said.
Tuesday.
Let me pull out the news. I don't know. Sky News or something. I don't know.
We don't trust Sky News. We don't trust.
Hey, look,
I
I don't trust Sky News. They are very, very biased.
Oh man,
Is there bias?
this guy's looking at Batu the Advocate talking about peer-reviewed sources, bro. Goodness me.
Hey, now, Marwa, speaking of breaking out and stuff, I just wanted to flex real quick. I've never had a breakout in my life.
No
That's
way.
good.
I don't know what it is with my skin.
That's a big flex.
It's one of the two things going for me. My teeth and my skin. Everything else, not so much.
You don't get pimples or like.
Man,
I get the tiniest, like the little white things, and then I just pop
Yeah,
straight away.
have that.
but as soon as man started shaving, whatever I got, that's when the things started coming through.
Bro, I'm gonna buy you a bevel blade for Christmas. It's made for black hair.
Messed up.
It's literally the whole, like, That's the whole thing, that it's made for black men and it doesn't leave the ingrown hairs and stuff. You need that.
Doesn't leave.
You need to put the powder and stuff. Isn't that what stops you guys from pimples?
Gosh, nothing helps.
Damn.
Actually, ever since I stopped shaving my face with a razor, because when I used to, because I used to clean shave when I was younger, yeah. Bro, I used to get real dry skin around my mouth where like mustache would be and stuff. Stop doing that. Never been a problem.
What I was going to say about daylight savings and that, so stuff like checking the weather, knowing the date, daylight savings, all that kind of stuff. I've always put that at a level of, if you know these things, you're a responsible human being. You're about your bread. You're about your life. Damn, someone was talking about daylight savings at work. I had no clue it was coming up as well. I found that day before, but they were talking about, I was like, oh yeah, no, what? You guys don't know about it? In my head, I was like, I cannot bear the embarrassment of looking like the guy that doesn't know about daylight savings. Like, yeah, no, what? Everyone knew was coming up. Right? In my head, I said, what? When did this shit it crept up out of nowhere, man?
Bro, do we naturally like not want to look dumb about this stuff? Because that happened to me this week as well. I met up with somebody for good reasons. And he goes, yeah, daylight savings this weekend. I say, oh yeah, true.
In your head, you're like,
I don't know. Like I just I don't know.
Until this year, I didn't even know how daylight savings worked. I was like, this doesn't actually make sense.
oh man. Considering some people do it, some people don't. Madness.
Bro, Brisbane doesn't do it.
Yeah, that's trippy. Eh?
Oh man, yeah, nice.
But
We're on the same team.
But I think it's just one of those ways like your phone will just change automatically anyways. The time for your phone will just
I don't
change.
know what's going on in Mal's background.
Bro, they came into my room unannounced and oh my days.
Getting rid of your whole plan.
Doing my bullshit.
She said you're going to have a bad week.
Bro, where these guys
come from?
If you're listening to this on audio, Marwa's got a bunch of her kids in the room right now.
Legit, where did the second one pop up from?
Now, where did the second one? I saw the head go up and down. I said, what?
It's too much.
Yeah. Oh man, hey, I was thinking about something during the week, man. It was actually kind of killing me. It was cracking me up. I think I've realized, maybe you guys can tell me what you think the judgment for this is, but I think I've realized or figured out how you know when the friendship is over, yeah?
When you're saying your friendship is over, are you talking about between you and someone else, or when you're like talking about two other people, their friendship is over?
Yeah, which one?
I didn't even think that deep, but I
When you sent the message, that's what I was thinking.
Ooh, that's funny, because I
know how that one works.
I was talking about hear that stuff from you, but I in my head, I think I've realized when you've made the personal decision that, yeah, now you know what, maybe it's not my thing anymore. So obviously, if you look at some of your chats with some people or whatever, or text, sometimes the only thing you guys really be saying is happy birthday, right? You know, a little some in between here and there, and then happy birthday for you, something in between, happy birthday for them. Sometimes the next message after that is just the next person's birthday, to be honest. No in between conversations.
2 times a year. That's it.
2 times a year. Fam? And obviously, you know, sometimes that's calm, because some of the people you left high school with, you guys don't talk, but you said birthday, it's still, you know, civil, it's cordial, it's nice, it's fun, it's vibes, it's positive, you know. I should at least still wish you happy birthday. When you've made the decision in your head that it's over is when you don't care anymore. When you finally make the decision 1 year to be like, bun it. Because that happened to me during the week, yeah. It was someone's birthday, and normally I'm like, nah, I have to at least have a birthday to you. Like, it's a positive thing. You've successfully seen another year. God bless. Amen. You know what I mean? But for some reason this week I was just like, I can't be bothered, man. This is what it is. And I was like, damn, have I just made the decision in my head? Like, it's done.
It's over.
It's finished, guys.
But
People remember as well.
Yeah, because they're gonna go to message you on your birthday, and they're like, oh, hold on, wait a minute.
Nothing's there.
And that set off the chain reaction, Pat. So I think I ended the friendship during the week. I don't know.
So, but how do you tell if the friendship is over?
From that, bro.
Would you guys have some type of communication? Because the one you're talking about sounds like you guys talk like once a year. Happy birthday, happy birthday. I'm talking about what if there's like some type of communication, like, hey, how you doing? You know, here and there.
Maybe. Yeah.
Do you think you can give us a little sign in terms of how you know it's over?
Bro. Even especially when you walk past him in public and it's not happening.
Bro, no, that's the one. When you see someone you know in public and you're like, oh man, I really hope they don't see me. It's not even like on a beef situation or this is gonna escalate. That's irrelevant. Yeah, that's you were never friends, but it's just like, oh man, I'm gonna have to catch up, say hi, all that kind of situation.
Bro, I think I was with Carlos. We were shopping. We're at the shops, man, and we saw someone, but we weren't trying to holler, so we were just like, all right, let's do us. So I think we were ignored, and then we skated out of the
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I don't think we realized that they actually skated out before us because we crossed paths again. I said, shh. And bro,
this guy was stuck in a 5-minute conversation, bruv.
Man, like, yeah, true. Maybe that one as well, man. So if the birthday is gone, you haven't said happy birthday that yet, but also you're avoiding. It's long. Man.
But I ain't gonna lie, like when I'm out, I try to just avoid running into people, man. Like 90% of the time, it's like I really trying to talk, not because like it's you. It's just more like I'm on a mission kind of thing. Like, you know, I'm just zoom.
I interrupted this guy's mission. I saw him in the streets and I followed him, bro. I just pulled up on him, bro. I was like, hey, it was good, Carlos. Oh, not Carlos, in case you guys think I'm talking about random, but I'm talking about Carlos, yeah. I saw him in the area. I was like, let me just follow this guy, bro. Where's he off to, man?
What time do you have, man?
I actually had time to kill because I was waiting for something. So I was like, all right, bet. What the heck? I see this dude. I bet. Let me just follow the guy, bro. Where's he off to, man? Pulled out, man, to a laundromat. Dude walks out in his sandals, no socks. I said, damn, bro. Not the toes in public. Come on, bro.
Male toes in public is not acceptable. Like,
bro, my toes are nice, bro.
Not allowed.
Bro, my toys are no toys.
Oh, Carlos gets his nails done, don't you?
That's all right.
Yeah, bro. On the regular, bro.
I don't care.
Once a month, bro. Nice, clean.
So just a question for Daniel. What was your friendship like before all of this happened?
That's true. A couple years ago, was it buddy?
Amazing.
So you guys were actually friends?
Oh, best friends, bro.
Hold up. Is this guy or girl? Or is this giving away?
Definitely a girl.
They're gonna know.
What?
Someone's birthday this week. Girl. It's like, all right.
You think it's a guy?
Bit too much information. Trust.
The way he started that story, I was like, yeah, it's a guy.
Oh man, how do you know when other people's friendship is over?
You know how, like, our generation, you can just read it through social media. I know when relationships are over, fam.
Yeah.
In fact, I know when people are about to break up, and I haven't spoken to them in years, bro. I'm like, oh yeah, you guys post each other a lot. You haven't posted each other in a
oh, bro,
we're just initials in each other's bio for a couple weeks. That's it.
Yeah. The initials when they're gone. Yep.
Once that goes, oh snap,
bro. When you know it and they don't know it, and now you're just waiting for it. My favorite. Bro, you're so surprised that they're still together, bro.
It's interesting that you say it because even during this week, I know of two people who were friends back in the days, and then recently it was someone's birthday, and then they just were putting up photos and stuff, and then their friend was posting their photo on their story, but then the other person wasn't reposting it. So they were reposting everyone else's except that one person. And it happened like twice. And I was like, I was like, yeah, definitely. You can tell. It's one-sided though. So it doesn't mean the friendship's over because one side still thinks the friendship is clearly there. But yeah, no. I mean, friendship is a difficult thing. Not difficult, but like even at this age, I'm like, I don't want to make new friends. Like it's hard to try and like bring someone on board and be like, yo, let's be friends. So I'd rather just fork it out and work it out with my people.
I agree 100%. This is one of my fears. Was I telling you guys this or was I talking to God about this? I don't know. But that's like one of my fears with like dating and stuff. I'm like, I'm old. Like not old, yeah. Like I'm not old. But I'm like, I've had best
35.
All this kind of things. You know what I mean? It's like now it's like, bro, people have had experiences, people all this kind of thing. People are kind of at the age where they're like, I just want to be married. Yeah. So So it's like that fear of, is this going to be a best friendship? Or is this, you know, that's scary. Like,
you know, in honesty though, in that situation, yeah, I kind of used to think the same way. It's like, I don't think I want new friends, but it's weird because it's around now that I'm actually meeting people who are kind of like me, not like me, but you know, people who's like, yo, that's dope. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I thought I didn't need new friends. I was like, yo, I'm happy with who I got. But then as time goes by, it's like I'm meeting people who are adding more value, people who have similar beliefs, people who are this, and I'm like, yeah, I gotta keep you know what I mean? So it's weird how that happens.
I get that in the sense of like when you start going into new workplaces and stuff, like you start to meet new people, and yeah, like definitely those are the type of people that you'd have around. But like I'm talking about, you know, people that I've grown up with and stuff. It's like I don't want to end it now because the people that I meet in my workplace, we're not gonna have that history there, you know, like from the beginning. Like they're not gonna know my family and all that I've been through and my friends and all of that stuff. It's like, okay, they're my work colleagues / friends, but it's like that's all that it really is.
The difference in that situation is that they're just your work friends. But now when that work friend is like you, has similar beliefs to you, moral standards, and all that extra stuff, that's when, if you think about it, why is it that there's only certain friendship that lives workplace, right? Because you might be friends with like almost everybody in that workplace, but why is it that you only hang out with 2 out of those people?
That's
because those people that you actually connect with, you actually vibe with, you're like, yo, me and you can actually really work together on some things. Me and you actually really connect. You know what I mean? I'm funny, you're funny, this is that. And the rest is like, yeah, you're just, you know, my coworkers. And that might be, yeah, so go, Daniel.
No, go again. Finish.
No, I was gonna say, and there might be some workplace where it's like you don't take anybody from that workplace.
Yeah. Oh,
that's you.
I was gonna say, like, that's the thing, man. If you have common ground, but the common ground is only situational, like literally just because you guys are in a similar environment, then that's probably not sustainable for actual proper friendship. But if the common ground is sure it's situational, but also you guys do share common interests and things like that, then even without the backlog of history and things like that, then that's fine. And it's probably almost even better at this point in time because you're having a constant interaction just because of that environment you're in. But you guys are also like-minded and things like that. That's very easily moving into a proper friendship. As soon as you hang that one time outside of work, you're set.
It's game.
One time. Yeah.
Beautiful.
That's facts, but I think I get what Mar was saying in the sense of like, we're getting to an age now where there is gonna be no like if I make a friend, from outside of a certain group, there's a good chance you're not gonna know my parents, right? Like there's that level of when a friend knows your parents and knows your family and almost sees your sister as their sister and you see their siblings as your siblings and that kind of thing. It's a different type of bond, which is like, I know it might have been situational, but there's also just so many memories attached that it's like, it's almost too much to let go of if it's not necessary to let go of it.
Yo, if you think about it, how messed up is it to actually be friends with someone, yeah? Like, or to meet someone and then now become friends? Like, that's a whole stranger with a whole life experience that you have no clue. You guys start to share. And then again, people share X amount, there's still YZ that you don't know about and things like that. That's like, yeesh, it's crazy to actually make friends with people, man. Like, oh, snap.
I don't know. It's a tough one, you know. It's a tough.
Well, you know that meme of the alien, my alien at 3 a.m.?
Yeah.
That's what that reminded me of, man. But yeah, like, it's crazy, bro. Like, it's actually kind of crazy to become friends with people, man. Like, especially at this time. Wow. That's
Yeah, it's tough. I think because it's just one of those where it's like, because everybody kind of found out who they're close to around this time, like around this age. You know what I mean? Everyone's like, yeah, you my best friend. Yeah, you my best friend, right? So it's really hard to become like really, really, really close to someone else at this age, because it's almost like everybody kind of formed their own little group and that kind of thing. It's the same like what we said last time. As soon as you enter a party, you say hi to everybody, but you know which corner you're gonna go to. you know what I'm saying? Yo, what's up? Long time. Yeah. Stay there for 5 minutes. But then you're looking at the homies down there like, yeah, I'm coming to you. I'll just wait on it.
Just wait on it, yeah.
Yeah. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, and if you don't pull up to that corner, they're going to look at you like, hey, bro, what going, brother?
Wow.
You know what it is? You know which corner you want to go to because that's the last one you go to because you're going to be there the longest.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Yeah.
And then we're living there.
You're paying your respects. Yeah, Wagwan.
Yeah.
I
Oh
bet.
my
Good.
Are you?
Long time.
Are you?
Mad love.
Big man. And you're running.
Yo, you know the
Let me
funny
get
thing
to
is?
that corner.
You know the funny thing is? Big man, long time. Bro, you just saw them 2 hours ago. They just left your house.
Oh,
Oh goodness.
Crazy handshake and everything. Hey, Daddy.
bro.
What?
What the heck does a party feel like anymore, man? When was the last time man did that?
Bro, that industry of parties, nightclubs, concerts, it is burned for the next 3-4 years.
Oof, 3-4 years, huh?
3-4 years.
Yeah, it's gonna be a minute before they lit 60,000 people in a stadium for a concert.
Oh yeah, you talk about concert. I don't know about clubbing.
They'll try to push it back though because of that hookup situation could spread that virus real quick.
Mm-mm-mm. That's crazy, man. Bro, free all the celebrities, man. But speaking of celebrities, hey, we're going in our midst right now.
Got one amongst
Hey,
us.
let's go.
All right, it's time to introduce our special guest.
Come
Hey,
on.
come on.
We got our
Everyone knows this person.
Everyone
They're
knows
everywhere.
who this is. Yeah, you've seen him everywhere, man. Carlos just got starstruck that his camera flew off the.
Yeah, I'm too excited, bro. I'm too excited.
His
We
camera.
got a celebrity among us.
But yeah, we got a celebrity among us, a little TikTok superstar. What are you saying?
Come on.
Come on, talk to me nice. We got Mr. Gabriel in the building.
Ow.
Ow.
Yo,
How does it feel to be a celebrity, a TikTok star? Talk us through what happened. So how did you become such
Right
a
to fame, bro.
Bro,
famous dude?
it's natural.
Nah,
So this week,
Yep, go.
I was because I've been enjoying TikTokers every now and then. I mean, every day. And just scrolling through the app, and I was like, well, so a lot of these people are not funny. All right, and they're getting a lot of likes and a lot of views, and they're making money off it. And a lot of them can't dance either.
Mm.
But somehow they're making money off dancing. So I was like, you know what? Let me just start making something. So, and Loki is when you know someone that has gotten successful doing it, it's like I can do this, you know. So I know this one dude, Somali dude, and he's like, I think he's like at 150,000 followers now or something.
Wow.
Millions of likes. Anyway, so I just posted one like 6-second video, posted at like, I don't know, 11 p.m., 12 a.m., something like that. 5 p.m. the next day. And because I also want to talk about how exponential this app is, bro.
Yeah.
And the internet in general. The next day, 5 p.m., 4,500 views, yeah?
Wait, what? What's that? 4,005, yeah?
4,500.
Yeah.
By just before 6:55, it's on 7,250. Then 2 minutes later on 7,350. Yeah, so 100 views in 2 minutes. 7 p.m. it's on 8,000 views. And then, I don't know, now it's on like 43,000 or something. Yeah.
Wait,
Don't act like you
43,000?
don't know. Don't act like you don't know.
Alright,
know
You are
what
43,000?
Let me check what it exactly is.
43.4.
Damn.
Oh my days.
I got a fan.
Wait, Mao, when did you check that?
Just now.
Yeah, no, she's right.
Bruv, no cap, it was 43.2 because of when I just checked it before, bruv. Pretty sure.
Going.
But that was like that video dried up now, so it's been like 43 point something for a couple of days, yeah, or like yeah. So within 2 days, basically, it was on 43,000, and I was like, bro, this app and all these things are so exponential. That's why people like the Kardashians go from, or like Kylie or whatever, yeah, goes from 1 million followers today to 4 million in a week, and then 16 million in 2 weeks. It's everything's like. Because if I can post a dumb 6-second video and it gets clicks like that, obviously not everyone will, but like most of them will, you know? And it's like, bro, people that once you get that ball rolling on anything, to be honest, YouTubers, podcasts, TikToks, Instagram, whatever, right? It doesn't stop. That's one thing I've been wanting to talk about as well, where it's like celebrities nowadays is so different to celebrities 15, 20 years ago. Because like nobody gets washed up anymore. Unless they get cancelled, they don't like who's someone that got washed up. Like you know how it was like Lil Jon and the East Side Boys? No one cares about the East Side Boys anymore, you know? They don't matter. But if it's today and someone has a backup group, each of the backup group has like 3 million followers, you're all right for forever, pretty much, because you always have this certified 3 million followers and all that kind of situation. It's such a weird thing where people are going to be famous for the rest of their life.
Right, it's so weird when like, yeah, you're right. Like, you know those people where it's like, yo, I thought you were big, and then you check the Instagram 1.2 million, and there's like someone that I know down the road is sitting at 4 million. I was like, how?
Bro, like if you look at the where I've seen it the most is with like footballers, like soccer players.
Oh yeah.
The guys that I grew up idolizing and stuff, because there was no social media kind of situation. Even dudes like, you know, Ronaldo, like the original Ronaldo and stuff now, they don't have more than like 10 million. And that's because he's massive. But you take a guy that was like middle top level.
Hazard.
They might have 300,000 followers right now.
Yeah.
But young players right now, I'm talking 17-year-old academy players, have like 3 million followers. That's like minimum.
The whole follower thing is mad. I was doing for no good reason this type of research, because I was tripping out about the TikTok thing as well, even before you posted yours and became famous and all that. I was just looking at it, because I saw this one guy, very weird TikToks he puts up. But I saw the Asian Donny, bro.
Oh, Teriyaki Papi, bro.
That's his name. Dude goes, yo, shout out to y'all for the 1 million followers, blah, blah, blah on TikTok. I was like,
I know what you're talking about.
I'm pretty sure it was a week or 2 weeks later, probably even 2 minutes. I don't know.
2 weeks later.
Could not tell you. 2 minutes later. Now, 2 weeks later, yeah. Thanks for 2 million. I said, what?
That's crazy.
When? How? Who? What? But then I was like, okay, maybe it's a different, because TikTok, are people easy? Like, do they?
Yeah, I throw likes and follows.
More freely give out likes, follows, and all that. I was like, cool. Let me start what's going on Instagram then. So I was looking at the most followers and that. And then Ronaldo is out here sitting at like, what was it? 260 million, 250 million, whatever it is. Bro, like, obviously because we don't work in those numbers on a day-to-day. So that just sounds big, but it sounds small at the same time. But bro, that's 10 times Australia.
Bro, that would be the, fourth biggest, fifth, sixth biggest?
My question is, what does that mean? Like, really, you know, to have to be at that, for people to follow? Because I'm pretty sure after that, the next is like 190 or something. I think it was Kylie or whatever, or Selena Gomez or something like that. Like, huh? Like, what does that mean? That amount of people, majority probably young people as well. You know? When I say young people, I'm legit talking 30 and under, to be honest. Oh, sorry. So anyone up 30 listening, that's not what I meant. But you know what I'm trying to say. Like, you know, what does that actually mean to have that many people following you? Like, what?
They're interested in your daily life. They're just interested in what you do. They want to keep up with, you know, what you post. Sometimes it's not even that they're interested in what you're doing. It's just like, I liked the video that this person put up, so I'm just clicking on it. And you might scroll past their things all the time on Instagram, but it's like, you know, just keeping up with what's happening. But it is insane in terms of even just TikTok itself. And like I was talking about when Noor was, you know, when we were celebrating his fame on TikTok and stuff. I don't know if you guys know Charlie. She's like one of the most like biggest TikTokers, and she's 16. She's only 16, right? And yeah, so she literally just does dances. That's it. So it's like 15-second videos of dances. Like that's all. Like, you know, the trends, the I'm a savage type of dances, right? And she's got 90.5 million followers with 6.9 billion likes. And that was in a period of, I think it's been a year now, or maybe just under a year, when she actually like started going viral. I think it was this year, where she posted one video. She was talking about, she posted one video, and then literally overnight it just blew up. Like she got millions of likes, and it just kept going. It kept going, kept growing, and now she's at like 90.5. But the good thing that she has done is she's taken her followers from here. She's taken them over to Instagram, which has got 30 million likes, and then she's 30 million followers, and then she's taking it over to YouTube as well. Because the one thing about TikTok is, sorry to burst your bubble, Noor, but like literally,
Hey,
like
come on, man.
TikTok is, you're literally only famous on TikTok unless you take that outside and take it elsewhere. Like she's a YouTuber now, so she actually does YouTube. So it's like if TikTok were to ever like die out and just stop, people can always go to her YouTube channel and they can go there. So Noor, you gotta transfer.
No, don't worry about it. I'm gonna do the King
Oh, you
Bad.
transfer them here. What are we talking about? Transfer them to here.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Ow.
And we thought Noah was famous. Oh, fuck.
Bro,
He's getting there. He's getting
you know
there.
what's crazy? Like, it's this weird thing where, because I've been, quite a fan of a couple of people, and I'm seeing where success really isn't necessarily in big number. It's in core fan base that is like included in your life.
Brother.
So where I've been seeing the two most like inspiring to me is Kev on Stage, who's like a comedian, podcaster, content creator, all this kind of stuff, and Toby Nwigwe, right? So
Okay.
Toby is a rapper, artist, all that sort of thing, but he does a really dope thing where he does all his music with his wife, and his kids are like, they're babies, but they're involved in music videos with them and all that kind of thing, yeah? You look at these dudes' comments, both of them, and the comments are like, bro, I just spat everywhere. Hold on. The comments are like, people feel involved with them. So they'll be like, I'm watching Kev on Stage's wife's podcast, and they'll be like, oh, Melissa, you do this, blah, blah, blah. You should tell Kev to get some rest. He looks tired, working too hard. And I'm like, bro, people are involved. That's the level of involvement where people start buying merch and rocking up to events and all that kind of thing. Same thing with Toby, and they'll be like, talking about his wife. Her nickname's Fat. And like, just all that kind of thing. As if there's a bond there, yeah? Now, what's crazy is not everyone, like you're saying, transfer from TikTok to YouTube to Instagram, all that kind of thing. Not everyone can do that just because they have a big following. So you take people like Charlie or Addison Rae, yeah? And it's like, they've done that where they have like people feel involved with their life, but now it's also on that massive number. So you've got 90 million followers, but let's say like 15 million of them feel involved with your life. That's a huge number of people, fam.
For sure.
That's insane. Like that's that. Because you're talking like, I'm talking Kev on Stage, Toby, that's 1 million followers each, yeah? Now, obviously, you have 200,000 really diehard supporters. That's incredible sales, yeah? But you're talking 15 million? At 16 years old as well?
That's a bit scary. Like, especially because a lot of this happens quick. Okay, I'm not obviously trying to take away like, oh, some people work hard, blah, blah. But like, legit, someone will put up, like you look at some of these guys, they'll have some videos, 4K, whatever. Next thing you know, the next one is 500,000, 5 million. It's like, there's clearly something that's popped off. It went viral, like we say, right? Bro, how does someone's mind, what do you call it, keep up with that, you know?
Yeah.
Literally, that's, especially when things start getting thrown your way. Let's talk about like even what's his name? Is his name Alex from the Performance Man in UK? Far out. The kid that the kid that was rapping with AJ Tracy.
Oh yeah.
What is his name?
Alex from Glastonbury.
So yeah, Glastonbury, that's the one, man. So I don't know what he's up to now. Maybe he hasn't been able to cope with it now, but it's like that's literally a kid that went to a performance that was like, this is lit, jumped on stage, rapped. Oh, hello, here's a record deal. What? Like,
wait, legit?
No, I'm saying like is that
he got a Boohoo deal.
Yeah, so I mean that's lit, to be honest. But in comparison to other, like, you know, someone literally shooting a video in their room on TikTok, it blows up, and now you're getting deals and that. It's like, it's cool. It always sounds like amazing. This is what people want. It's like, oh man, this is the dream to have popped off of this. But it's like, is your mind even ready for something like that? You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy, man. Especially you're talking to grow to 90 million. Do we even comprehend what 90 million people means, man? Like that's a man.
Alex from Glastonbury got 221,000 followers.
Yeah, some madness, bruv. And that kid was probably on 200 with a private account.
Whoa.
Come on, man.
Yeah, because I was gonna ask, like, what's the correlation between this massive following on TikTok versus other platforms? But yeah, you're right. I think it was what I was saying that is this what you do with it now? You get what I mean? How can you now transfer this to another platform? Because yeah, like again, I'm not on TikTok, so I don't know how it works. But I'm pretty sure if you have Instagram, and you have more following on Instagram, I'm assuming that you'll have more of an impact on Instagram than TikTok. Because now TikTok's yeah, I'm done. Whereas Instagram's now it's like they're following you and you can, start putting some merch in that. And then obviously from there going to like YouTube. But then I was like, now how do you do that kind of transition? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, like, do we consider them like famous? Do we consider them celebrities? Because it's like, okay, you're on TikTok, you make videos for 15 seconds, but like now when you do meet and greets and stuff, like what am I actually coming out for? Why are you signing my merch? Like,
I don't know.
what is it that do you get what I mean? It's like, okay, I'm going to go see Beyonce because she's a performer.
Yeah.
Her music has impacted me. Or I'm going to see Tom Cruise because he's an actor. So, his movies, like I love his movies, but it's like, I'm going to see a TikToker because you're 15 second videos. Like, I'm not trying to like, say that what they're doing is not whatever.
No, just hate on my hustle. Why don't you?
I wouldn't mind it. Hey, I enjoy your 6-second dance.
Like, are they celebrities or are they just like,
They are.
Because they have, so are we considering now if you have a large fan base, you're automatically a celebrity? Like, that's it.
The Kardashians changed the game, man.
Yeah.
But they've done a lot in the time that they've been celebrities in terms of they have stores, they have merch, they have like their whole reality show. Like it's
No,
No one celebrities before that though.
No one's going up to Kim Kardashian at a meet and greet and going, I want you to sign this because you're such a great entrepreneur. Like, she is a great entrepreneur, absolutely.
So why would they say thank you for?
Actually probably end up falling in love with the personality. So let's say I think their personality is more so celebrity personalities. There we go. So maybe there's a different category in that sense. Like, that's what someone becomes at that point in time. Because it's true. It's like, okay, what? That's what I'm saying. What does this word following mean? What does following mean with 90 million followers? What does that mean? What are they following? So it's true. It's like when
They're
it comes
literally following the life.
Yeah, has to be at that point.
I ain't gonna lie. There's some celebrities where it's like, if I'm gonna meet you, I don't care about what you do. Like, I just want to meet you as an individual because it's like you're dope. You know, like from what I see, interviews and all that stuff, jokes and all that. But it's like your music, I don't know, kind of whack. But yeah, awkward. Like, you know what I mean?
There's so many celebrities though that it's like, I think we might have talked about this before, but it's like the dope personality makes me a fan of them, even though I don't think
exactly.
Gunna, bro. I just like the dude.
Nah, I like his music, bro. Come on.
I know it grew on me as well. Before I was like, this guy is saying nothing.
Nah, Gunna's nice. Gunna's nice.
Yeah, man.
This dude is heard Gunna say Bible in that 10 Things I Need video, and he said,
Yeah.
I said, yeah. He said Bible.
Oh, man. No, but wait, during the week that actually had me thinking about something as well, man. So I was watching a podcast and it was far out. There moments, it's so messed up. So I was watching Paul and Vuj's podcast, and it was Chunks and Philly that one. So this is where I was.
Which one is that? Filthy Fellas or?
I think it's called Paul and Vuj. I think I'm not even.
On so many podcasts.
Man. Too many, bro.
No joke, 4 or 5.
Too many, man, but that's lit, But Chunks and Philly were on that episode, and I was like, oh, it was like, this is the day that I woke up at 1 a.m. and didn't go to sleep. So I think it was probably around 3 at this point. That was also the night that I was actually looking at what is this TikTok app as well and trying to understand like how to use it. Fam is kind of litty. I think I made a video real quick. Anyways, it was like 3 a.m. at this point after doing all this other stuff, and I was like, oh snap, this video's out. Let me just suss the first 5 minutes, get a gauge of it, and I'll watch it again later. Bruv, 1 hour later. Thanks for joining us, guys. I said, shit.
You got sucked in.
I said, what happened? Oh, slow down. Anyways, they were just on, and Chance of Philly, they've been doing some crazy things, man. Like literally in the space of like the past 3 or so years, these guys have blown up. In the space of this lockdown period as well,
So good.
up. Yeah. So when we talk about,
This lockdown has been unreal for them.
bro, this exponential thing, really, when you look at that, is moving. Particularly Chunks, as well. Goes into other conversation. But yeah, moving, yeah.
Philly's been around for years.
Yeah. But he's been chill until taking it
It
serious.
was just more of comedy for ages, and then
Yeah. So, I was looking at that. I was like, oh man, it's cool seeing people blow up and all that. But do we have this thing as well in us where we also, we want to see people win, but we want to kind of see the right people win as well. So, I don't know what your guys are like ideas on this. You have so many celebrities and people out there that are influencers, or so many people that are celebrity personalities, like we're saying. But when it is that the right type of people in these positions as well, that just is a whole kind of different ballgame. Because look at these guys, mad humble. You know what I'm saying? From what I see, at least, mad humble, and it's like this is so organic and things like that, right? Like how that like how their whole thing comes to be and how they operate, how they move. And I'm like, bro, like how do you get genuine people like this to these positions? Why is it that more time we actually just see people that are being planted and used instead, as opposed to people who, once they're in these positions, they still remain themselves. They're doing amazing things as well. Like, why is it so hard to see more of those kind of people in these kind of like places and positions and growing? Like, yeah, why is it that the genuine and humble people are the anomaly in an industry where we are the ones subscribing to them? You get me? We're the consumer who dictate the market. So we're the one who get to choose who is blowing up, who goes viral. But yet more time we're seeing people who actually aren't of that character in these positions. What do we actually want here? Because then we start to praise it. You guys are so humble. You guys are genuine. It's so great to see you climb up. Why is that not who we are always pushing into these kind of positions then, if we're literally the people who control the market?
I think it's hard to try and... Sorry, go.
No, you go.
No, I was just going to say, I think it's hard to try and be like, oh, why can't we put genuine people in this position? Because I think everyone kind of... Not everyone, but like, most people start off very humble, because when you don't have anything, you start off humble and stuff. And it's what success brings. It's what fame brings. It's what money brings. Money changes people. Fame changes people. And that's just a fact that we know, And I feel like it's always, definitely dependent on the person. Like these guys, you never know. Like I'd hope for their sake and for their fans' sake that in, 5 years' time or a year time, when they become like big and start doing big numbers, tours and stuff like that, that they remain the same, that they're like actually still genuine and you guys are able to like, relate to them and stuff. But I think it just comes to the territory of being in where you are. And it's also just sometimes, I think we as consumers, we assume like straight away, we're like, oh, this person's acting a bit cocky, or it's because of the fame that they have, or it's because of the money that they have. But really it's like, with fame and money and everything comes so much stress, so much negativity from people that sometimes you can't help but act like a, that word that I can't say on here. But sometimes you just like have to act that way. And so we as the viewers start looking at people like, oh, you're just being arrogant now. We're the ones who put you here while you're acting like this, when really it's just, So you just got to look at it from different eyes sometimes.
At the same time, it can't help if the person that doesn't deserve is more talented.
That's facts.
You get what I'm saying? It's like, you really deserve it. But at the same time, it's like, we don't really know what this person really does behind the scenes, So it's like, I might know what he does, where it's like, I don't know if he really deserves success like that. But at the end of the day, it's your talent. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you just happen to be a really, really good rapper, for example, and the person that really deserves it, if it's not on that same level, then it's hard for me to kind of put that person on top of the guy that's more talented, even though he doesn't really deserve it compared to this guy. Because now when it comes to these things, you don't look at who deserves it. You look at who's more talented. You get what I'm saying? So that's just the reality of these things. Well, unless, instead of industries, at least, in the music industry, you're going to be like, okay, who's going to listen to this guy? No one's going to buy your records because you're more humble. Or you're a good person, they're legit buying it because you got bars, and we got, and you guys can already think of a few artists who are like that.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So I guess that's just what it is. Even like, acting and so on. You don't go for who deserves and who that, but who plays this role like that, the way we need them to. And if that person happens to be doing some, the way they came up, not unethical or not very good or whatever, you're not looking at that when you go to audition.
Yeah.
It's the same as when you go, even you go for a job interview, and then I deserve it more than you do, but you get the job interview, you get the job, right? Because you're the one that's more suited for the job, or you're better for this job more than I am, even though I deserve it more than you. So I think that's the level that we're also gonna look at in terms of while where do you stand with this? Are you more talented in this area? So yeah.
Definitely is a nice feeling though when you see good people win.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like that's a nice feeling. Like when you see honestly, specifically Chunks and Philly. Like
yeah, good guy.
Those are the type of dudes where you're like, this feels again, it's that it feels like you know them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You watch these guys and you feel like you're the third friend that could jump into that little hug that they do in this stuff.
Yeah, man. yeah.
No, but for real, it's that. It's like you're like, bro, these people feel like they are almost friends that I don't know yet. And it's like then it's like it's a nice feeling when you see them winning. Because bro, everybody's been showing love to Chunks. Maya Jama.
Yeah.
It's a sweet one. Call that Maya Jama. Bro, it's
Right.
Nah, you're right, man. I guess a question that just came to mind then is it that it takes a certain type of person to survive in this industry? So where I'm going with that is, are they actually kind of really more so like this beforehand? It's not that anything kind of changed, but this is a character trait. Oh, snap. I forgot the other part of the question, bro.
What?
They got so key halfway. He's like, yeah, I think I forgot. But I was gonna say, if you,
Forgot the second part, bro.
I was gonna say though, to add real quick, if the guy that's more humble, the person that's more humble, like if they're on the same level as the other person that don't really deserve it, then it's like, yo, they really deserve that. You know what I'm saying? Because like, well, in terms of talent wise, it's like, yeah, this person has put everything on the line on this, whereas the other person is like, if you don't get this, you still have this to fall back on. That kind of thing. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's only if they're on the same level. But if they're not, honestly, I'm taking the person who can take me far in this industry. If you're a manager, you're about to sign one of these guys. Who are you gonna sign? Who's more humble, or who's gonna bring back some guap?
Or even literally, that's what it comes down to. It comes down to money with this kind of thing. Are you taking Gucci Mane, who's caught a body, or are you taking that nice rapper who's a cool dude, but he's not gonna sell records?
But then I guess it comes down to like where you stand in terms of what's ethical and what's not ethical for you as well. Because now it's like, oh well, I prefer to represent somebody who's got a nice clean background rather than someone who's murdered someone before, but they can bring me money. Huh?
I prefer food on the tape.
Man. but no lie. If you're a manager, then sometimes you gotta take things out so you can get your job done.
Facts. Speaking of young Philly, so I was watching one of his videos today, and there's like a Q&A thing, and then one of the questions came up, and it was like, would you rather be surrounded only by, like, everyone you're surrounded by is someone who brags about everything or complains about everything? What were you guys saying?
I'm gonna say complain, because that's pretty much the environment that we live in, anyways. To be honest, and I've become used to that.
You sound like you're complaining right now.
Honestly, though, I'm gonna go with someone that brags because the thing is, listen to this. Yeah, someone that complains, you have to add something on top. Yeah, like you say, man, I'm tired of this. You gotta be like, nah, it's all right, man. Keep going, you're almost there.
Bro, because I've had the attitude now. If you're complaining about something that I find is not deep, that's on you, big man. Like,
No, but I'm saying, like, you know, if I'm complaining about something, man, what this also happens to me? You know, you gotta give me some type of motivation because you're my friend, right?
Nah,
you gotta be like,
saying braggers,
come
bro. I want to
shoot.
spit on their foreheads every time, but that's
No, but the thing is, if someone brags, you don't have to add anything though. Oh man, I just
yeah,
got
but
this
it,
new Gucci
it
belt. Oh,
annoys
that's
me.
murder. That's crazy.
I literally want to throw up whenever I could, like, especially the humble flexes, man. I'm like, there's no humble flex really to it. Like, I can't, man. I don't know what it is, but just the flexing and brag, I can't do it.
I can do the bragging, man.
Word.
Yeah,
Because
I
the
can.
bragging is sort of what Carl's saying, where it's like, in a weird way, they're just happy with what they have. Maybe a bit comparative, right? They got to prove something. But the person that's complaining is always negative.
Mm.
It could be a great meal, but I got to complain about something. This could be a bad meal, and I'm going to complain about something. If there's somebody who's ordered the worst meal on the table, and they know it, but they're still going to brag about it. Hey, what's the best meal? Brag about it.
My guy's lip is shaking, trying to swallow it. Yeah, now this bomb. You guys,
Oh, I love this. Nah,
You guys should got this
medium
brag.
rare.
It's also if someone's like bragging about something, don't they usually say like use that as a motivating force? Like if someone's bragging about their car, you know, now you feel motivated because you want to level up too, get your money up too.
I was gonna
Whereas
say, yeah.
if someone's complaining, they're obviously complaining because I don't have enough money, or I'm complaining because my car, and then it just brings you down too. And it's like, okay,
Yeah, that was my question.
you'll be no, but then you'll be at a point where you're like, okay, I'm satisfied with where I'm at because everyone around me is complaining about where they're at. If you get what I mean. Whereas if someone's bragging, that means they're kind of saying like, I'm above you, which means, okay, now I have to level up to get to you.
Nah, I think I
So
disagree
it's like a
with that.
motivating
Me,
type of.
Nah, because it depends on what is your drive. For me, I have an internal drive that's not going to be like just because everyone else is complaining and is oh my gosh, I'm so sad of this. Doesn't mean I'm like, oh, I'm better than that. I'm calm. Like regardless, I still have got things I want to do and things I want to achieve.
Yeah.
So I was going to ask you, so then what is your guys' attitude when people are complainers like that? Because I know for me, when people complain, it's a moment where I'm like, shut up, man. Like. It's a funny moment for me instead, because in my mind I'm like, this is not something that deep, and it's almost like it's always a moment in my mind. I'm like, I am so happy I am the way that I am, because if I was so guided by all these things you're guided by, I would have such a things would not be going great for me right now. But it's almost like phew. I'm still a grateful person for me. When I am around that, I'm like, I'm so glad that I'm this. And it reminds me of where I'm at and what I can do and where I can still get to. So I don't know, man. That's why for me, I'm like, literally, to be honest, our generation just loves to complain anyway. So that's where
I feel like being surrounded by people that are complaining is almost like being surrounded by losers. Especially as a man. It's like, bro, you don't like your job, get a better paying one.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You do your own thing, start something, work harder. You know what I mean? People that brag is, in a weird way, it is sort of a flex mentality, which I can live with that.
Yeah.
For me, it's not that bad. But because even like what I was saying, using the car example, someone's like, yo, man, check out, I got this new car. I don't have to add anything to it. I'll be like, yeah, that's dope. That's it. But then if you're complaining about your car, it's now again, it feels like I have to kind of offer something because I'm that kind of friend. You know, oh, bro, there's a dope place that's having a discount on that. Oh, I'm happy with, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the difference.
Yeah.
One of them is that you don't even have to say anything to them because yes, I got this new thing. Oh, yeah, that's cool. Yeah. The other one, you have to, say something about it. You have to add something on it.
Although, when people brag, but you know they shouldn't be bragging, that's a different feeling. Like, that one auntie in the community that's like bragging on her kids, and you're like,
you don't know.
That's what it is.
No, the crazy part is when they do know. It's like,
bro, I'm thinking of that Kevin Hart joke about, I think it was his dad. Your dad was there with me. Hey, if you all know that, then you get what man was saying. Just
bro, that joke. Yeah, top quality joke.
Because I don't know, man. I feel like, bro, what is going on in my brain today, man? Synapses are disappearing, cuz it's a madness. When it's like people that like to brag a lot, far out. This is bad. Oh my goodness gracious.
But it's someone that brags, it doesn't bring down your mood. But someone that complains will bring down your mood, though.
Yes, yes. That's my.
Scrambling.
Because again, if you brag about your new car, bro, my money's not gonna go down. You get what I'm saying? It's like, oh yeah, what else? But if you're complaining about it and then you're complaining about this, bro, my night just is going down every time you complain about something.
And I mean, it's okay. It's okay to complain. Like, it's okay to complain sometimes if you're going to do something about it. Like, I'm cool with, like, you know, oh, my car is da-da-da, like, it's been making noises, whatever. But it's like, okay, take it to the mechanic. Are you going to take it, or are you just going to keep complaining week after week after week and not doing anything about it?
You need the people that complain, fam.
Yes, that's the only way to move forward. I was going to say this.
You need the people that complain in life.
Society would be nowhere if we didn't complain.
Bro, the people that are willing to take it to the ombudsman. You know? Those kind of people.
That word changes the game.
Bro, first of all, that word is so unnecessary to be that word. It doesn't need to
make sense.
For the definition, ombudsman, what? Sorry, mate? Is that a condition or what? Like, bro, but legit, you need them complainers, bro, when you think about it.
Why?
They advance society, bro.
Bro, legit. You know, because even we only advance our lives when we complain internally. That's the best way to do it, right? If you want to advance your own life, is you go, I should be whipping a better car, you know? And so in your brain, you're like, all right, so what's my strategy? So that complaining to yourself makes you formulate something, strategy, yeah? But, and then society on a bigger scale, oh man, I don't like the bins. Bro, the other day, my bins, they collect them on Thursday mornings, yeah? Wednesday night, we put it out, a bit later, it's empty. Yeah, I was like, bro, hold up. Who took my green rubbish, you know what I'm saying? Called him up. Said, just by the way, what's that? They were like, thank you, we need that, just so that we can moderate and all this kind of thing.
Wait, so what happened to your rubbish cast?
I don't know, I think someone stole my rubbish.
That's crazy.
I'm the type that, like, when we go out to eat, I will complain if my food isn't right.
Nah.
I'm that type of person. Like, if I say pickles and there's pickles, I'm sorry, but I'm going to go back. And if it's cold, I'm going to go back. And that's the only way for them to do better, though.
Yeah.
And in those instances, it's like, if we as the customers never complain or never take things back, they're going to just assume that what they're doing is fine and everything is good. But it's like, no, homie, you got to listen.
Food is scary, though. Food is scary because
there could be something.
I've also heard about stories of people spitting, sneezing.
Yeah.
That's true.
I order a burger from a place. They bring out pasta. Yeah, can I please get some sprinkle, please?
That's all I wanted. You knew. In fact, I wanted this.
I'm eating pasta. Yeah, salt and pepper for this as well, please. Thank you.
How did he know? Wow.
You have to be nice about it. If you're nice, they're not going to do anything. You can't be rude.
But there's some situations where it's too late as well, bro. I don't know why I remembered this week. So there's a fried chicken spot in the city called Bell's, yeah? Very, very good chicken, apparently. I wouldn't know. Because when we went, they have 6 heat levels, yeah? It's like nothing to, I think it's called insanely effing hot, right? And so when you ask them, what is it? They're like, well, it's insanely effing hot. Right? So I was just like, I'm good with spice, but I don't really want to do that. But I had talked to the guy about it, yeah? So I was like, let me get the 4th one. They came out. Bro, I think he only heard me talk about the insanely effing hot one, and he thought that's what I wanted, yeah? It was too late. Like, my mouth was numb. I couldn't eat more than 1 bite of a piece of chicken. That's it. And I was like, even if I complain now, I couldn't feel my lips for like an hour.
Oh, that's terrible.
Nice.
You don't even have the mouth to complain at that point.
Bro, I'm crying. I finished like 3 jugs of water.
Madness, bro.
I don't complain at restaurants, but I feel like even if I try to, I feel like somehow it will go wrong. Like, let's just say I get spicy chicken or something like that. And let's just say, I didn't know it was spicy chicken. And I get my food is spicy. I'm like, bro, why is it spicy for? Sir, on the menu says it's a spicy chicken. Like, you know what I mean? One of those that go wrong. So that's what I just let it go. But it reminds me, it's funny, like when complaining goes wrong though. So this one time I was a manager, yeah. And then
the employee came to me was like, "Oh, Carlos, what do you call it? Someone is complaining, saying that the food is cold." I said, "Bet." I go to them, they freeze the food.
Oh gosh.
What? Bro, they kill me, bro.
What the heck? The
Well, I
cat-
don't think I've ever complained about food now that I think about it.
Nah, Mao does it for me, man.
That's such a flex. I remember when she did that for us at McDonald's. That was very nice of you.
Bro, I got. It's scary, man. It's actually scary. I live with it, fam.
No one man complains about food.
Man, no, she loves it, man.
Now, this is why I respect girls. Like, y'all actually y'all say how it is, bro. Like, I love that, bro. Us
Yeah.
guys, yeah. This is where we're scared, bro.
Just be nice and you'll get what you want. You know, just be nice about it. Always smile.
Have that ability. Hey,
Nah, see, this is
Hey,
why girls can get
sorry.
away. See, this is why girls can get away with these kind of things, bro. For us, bro. Hey, excuse me, what's this, huh?
It's already a fight. Sir, remember your tone.
bro, I love that video that went
I'm tired
viral.
of this. Which
The
video?
one that went viral of the one that's like, who made this burger?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you dog. I was like, what?
Best burger.
Yeah.
Bro, something I wanted to actually talk about real quick as well. I don't know if you're trying to escape.
Nah.
This is from.
Nah, let us.
Let me lock off this guy's camera and audio right now. From the Paul and Bush thing, when I was listening to the podcast, just from how I got taken away in an hour, how they literally sucked me in, it just made me realize, fam, like what we're doing here is actually kind of dope, yo. Like, it started making me realize and think, like, the conversation stuff is actually the way of the future, to be honest, man. Like, this space, like, if someone's doing something, then they have another group of people talking about the people doing something as well. You know what I mean? Like, this type of setting is what's popping. Like, this is what
Crazy.
it's mad how the podcast space is.
We're a podcast talking about another podcast, and there's going to be another podcast that's going to talk about us.
talking
Yeah.
about what? Yeah, it's wild.
Those dudes are talking about Joe Rogan. It's like
Fam, it's crazy. I was like, man, like this space is actually powerful. Like, especially because I think it's great because I'm seeing people are starting to settle down or slow down in life and actually see the value in conversations and things like that. So it's like, man, you hear some things that literally challenge your thinking and that, yo, this guy's combing his thoughts.
Combing his thoughts.
Hey, this guy knows combing his imagination.
it's brewing my ideas.
Ben said my reverse fade though. Like, yeah, man, like this conversation stuff, like this is powerful, man. I can see, like, especially going forward with all the stuff going on as well, the world being wild and what we're seeing go down. Conversations, to be honest, conversations have probably changed a lot in our world in general, anyways, in the course of history. Simple conversations and handshakes and things like that. It's like something that we look at and literally have on a daily that we reduce to just a passing thing. Like, this is something we would do without the camera, without the audio, without the lights, whatever. It's just a normal thing. Put it on camera now, and now people have lives changed and things like that. Even in conversations with ourselves, we have our own lives being changed. And it's like, that's mad. Like, this is a crazy
Bro, you're right, man. Like, and I've seen like grow like crazy. Like, cause I started listening to podcasts like ages ago. Like, and then like, you know, when I talk to people, and then I'll be like, oh, you should listen to this podcast. Believe it or not, some people didn't even know what a podcast is, bruv. Like, I don't know if you guys know, but yeah,
When I try to show people the Apple Podcast app, what? That's on my phone.
oh,
What?
that one is funny because I was the one that was shook myself that was an Apple podcast. And then when I tell people, even when I tell them, I was like, oh, you can listen to our podcast on Apple Podcasts. They're like, wait, what Apple Podcasts? Do I have to download it? I was like, bruv, it's in your phone, bruv. That people thing, bruv. Yeah, I mean, but yeah, like, it's crazy because I've seen it like grow. And then like even the people that I follow, you see them starting a podcast.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you're like, oh, snap. Like, it's almost like as soon as someone finds something dope and then they got like a YouTube channel on it or whatever, they'll be like, I stay tuned for my podcast coming out soon. I say, damn.
Bro.
All right.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like, you're right. I think it's definitely like the new way, this whole conversation thing. And like, if you guys think of like all the big platforms, everyone is kind of like, as soon as they got something, they go off and start a podcast with it. Because now you can interview people do that.
the big news that everyone always like, hey, big news coming soon, announcement soon. It's a podcast.
Podcast. In my head, I'm like, boy, you got a podcast coming. You know, everyone.
Even just in Melbourne, I've seen so many
yeah.
people start podcasts.
Love it.
Like it's great. It's great to see because I listen to quite a few, and it's like no two podcasts are the same. Even when we talk about the same thing, you know, whether it's like relationships, racism, it's like the conversations we have here are different to the conversations that the next podcast, you know, has, which is pretty dope. I think there's, you know, it's one field where it's like there's enough for everyone. Like there's enough listeners for everyone. You know, you can use it to talk, you can use it to play games, you can use it to, you know, do whatever you want really. And I think it's dope. Like I like how it's taken off, you know, during this time, like a lot. I love how we're on it.
Bro, that's
PDP.
Shout out to us, man.
Shout out to us. You know, so crazy. I'll be thinking, I'm like, man, who really opened the pathway in Melbourne? You know, podcast.
Yeet.
I just want to have a chat with them. Like, I actually legit want to know who created that pathway.
You're chatting to them right now.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, that's us. Oh, that's us. I wasn't sure, man. I just.
Look, no. I'll tell you who it is. Yeah. If you're talking in general, most successful podcast in Melbourne, in Australia, is Shameless.
Shameless is popping.
Oh yeah.
Those girls went wild. They've got like Chrissy Teigen on episodes, Miranda Kerr.
Yeah.
You look at all the
We're talking our age group, our demographics. It might be us.
braggers. Am I surrounded by braggers right now?
Yeah, imagine we were complaining.
Do you want us to complain?
I know, yeah.
I'm fine. We should have started this couple of years ago. Damn it.
Nah, it is an interesting space, man. It's definitely a very interesting space. I'm happy we're in this, man. Not gonna lie, because it's wild how from this so many other conversations happen outside of this. People replying to our stuff, our stories, people having conversations. It is funny though sometimes. Hey man, long time no see. Hey bro, that last episode, damn bro, like hi.
Someone said that to me once. I saw him in person. He was like, I saw someone in person that I hadn't seen in a couple years.
Yeah.
And he goes, like we're just talking. He goes, yeah, this is gonna sound so weird, but it sounds so weird seeing you in person talking. I was like,
I'm so used to watching you on TV.
that's literally what he said. Is I'm so used to watching you. Speaking of watching, the crazy thing with podcasts nowadays is that I like when I've just got a bit of extra time and I'm like, well, let me watch something in the background while I'm doing some graphics or whatever. I'm like, do I want to watch something on Netflix? No, I'm just gonna watch a podcast all the time. Let me watch
100%.
Yeah.
Let me watch
Yeah.
reshots. Let me watch something. Joe Rogan, Flagrant. Insane.
That's mad, man. That's
Bro, and power. Like when we're talking power, like, fam, Andrew Schultz's podcast with Akash.
Flagrant or which one?
Yeah, Flagrant 2, yeah.
Bro, he's been beautiful.
It's the #1 comedy podcast on comedy channel on Patreon. Yeah,
yeah.
$75,000 a month.
Whoa. Oh, you're lying, bro.
They're weekly, yeah?
What?
They're like, bro, they'll drop like 3 times a week.
Are they a few times a week?
Yeah, I think they're doing at least like I think it's minimum. No, it's 1 a week for YouTube, and then I think they do like a second episode for Patreon.
Mm-hmm.
Because Patreon gets you all the special stuff. Yeah, but
you get paid.
$75,000 a month. The guy Andrew Schultz now has a studio in the middle of New York City.
That's mad. New York.
That's a lot of money.
That's some money.
Multiple setups for each of his shows. Brilliant Idiots, the skits, all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yo, someone run us our check, man. Damn.
Bro.
For real.
No. We're gonna run ourselves our check, bro. We're gonna.
The guy doesn't even need to. He doesn't need to do like stand-up specials and that. He can just focus on podcasts. That's life for him now.
And it's mad because that is almost like his comedy skits.
Comedy stand-up anyways, yeah.
No, and the thing I love with him is because he's fully supported by the people and no other person or no like organization or company, he can be himself.
Whatever.
Even the other day, like they're talking about the whole Trump situation, the debate and all that. And he's like, nobody from entertainment will admit this, but I was leaning towards voting for Trump because of policy. And I was like, to be honest, that's fair enough because both of them, their policies, like honestly, if I was in America and gonna vote based on policy, I think I would lean towards Trump. Strictly policy, yeah. But it's like
as a human being and all that other stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's what he was saying. He's like, once you can't denounce white supremacy, I can't vote for you, like with good conscience, right? And like, I get that, but the fact that it's like, you think about it, like if a lot of these people that are, fickle fans and all that kind of thing, someone says I was going to vote for Trump, you canceled.
Yeah.
You can't cancel me when I am my success.
Bro, Charlemagne will give you donkey of the day, bro. Come on, man.
No, man, I love it. I love to see it.
So good.
The guy's got the corona.
Oh yeah, fab. Okay, I haven't even thought about that
damn.
this week. So many people have been saying it around me and that.
You guys want to break it down? Or is it, how long is this episode? Oh, we're an hour deep.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it. We'll end with this.
What? So it's true.
Yeah.
It is true. Yeah.
I'm thinking, okay, what does that mean? Because it's something that people are recovering from, but you know what I mean?
So apparently, it turns out that he had it before the debate.
Okay.
Oh, so Biden might have it?
So
Well,
he
they-
got tested and he's negative.
Oh, okay.
Same with his wife. But
That's-
yeah, I'm like, but then I'm a conspiracy theorist, man.
Here we go.
Man
Here
I
we
don't
go.
who has it.
said, how was that B part 2? Let's hear it.
Charlemagne had a post, and it was like literally what I was thinking written down. Yeah, it was like the dude messed up the debate. Everyone's talking about the trash that was spewed and his attitude and all that kind of thing. Once you hear he has the virus, no one talks about the debate anymore.
I like you were saying this to our younger sister. I only have younger sisters anyway.
Once he has to quarantine, 14 days. So now the second debate moves a bit back.
Mm.
Give me some time. Let me sort out this whole situation.
Let me see where I messed up.
And then Charlemagne was saying this was his third point, which I was like, "Ooh, I didn't think about this one. This one could be true." Is like they'll come up with a vaccine in that time, and then they just send it to all Americans. They're like, "See, the president did so well." But if it is true, it's kind of scary, bro. The guy's 74.
Very old, yeah.
He released, I think,
Not saying
today,
at all.
a few hours ago. He was saying he's doing well and all that stuff. He said it was rough the first few days, but I think he said he's doing well. But like, it's one of those where it's like when he came out and he said it, some people like, bro, is this true or not? But this comes down to what kind of person you are and the stuff that you kind of being said. Now everyone's like, we actually don't know if this is legit or not. You get what I'm saying? So I think that like he might actually have it, but some people still think he might not, just because of the stuff that you've been saying and this and that. You got what I mean? But yeah, that's an interesting timing for it too. That's the thing. Interesting timing for it.
Because imagine he dies because of the virus. Yeah, that's a messed up.
Sorry?
If he dies because of the virus, that's a messed up situation. That'll start wars, bro. You think America's not going to touch on China for that?
But whose fault would that be though? Like,
China.
he got the virus and
Yeah, no, but somehow they'll work it to their favor that it's China's fault. I don't think it is. I think it's his ignorance, but
That's some madness, bro.
Yeah, because I think like obviously you also gotta look at the impact that it had, like the effect that it had. You know, some people might just be like, oh yeah, the president got the virus, but what it did for the economy, even the day that it was revealed, the stocks went downhill, bro. All the stock just took a left turn.
bro, the stock market is so depressing right
I
now.
don't even want to chat about the stock market, bro.
I don't look at it anymore.
It took a downturn as soon as he came out.
I'm not looking at it till June next year.
Nah, I'm actually not joking. I'm gonna do my little things here and there to keep the account rolling because you know we have to. But, bro, yeah,
Diligence.
it's very, very annoying right now.
Yeah, far out. All right, man.
I hope that guy still jig it out.
Yeah.
Carlos, I like your little setup going on.
I'm
Got the
saying,
mic and that. Changed it up.
Carlos, I like your top that was clearly bought in the souk of Khartoum.
Ah,
The guy said the souk in Khartoum. Ah, man, damn.
yes, dude.
Love it.
Shout out to you, my man.
All right. Thank you for joining us for episode 65 of the Disruption Podcast. Man, I cannot wait till we get to film in person.
Soon.
It's going to be a celebration.
Gotta give you guys a hug, bro.
It's a celebration. Ooh. Oh, okay.
It's a celebration.
Disgusting. All right, yeah, man. Thank you. If you enjoyed that episode, please share it with somebody else.
Follow us on Instagrams.
Post it on social medias, on your story.
Yeah, hey, everyone listening to it right now, yeah, can we challenge you? Post on your stories, tag us, and just show people what you're listening to during these quarantines. You know what I'm saying?
Show people who Melbourne's dopest is.
We might even be doing a challenge coming up soon where the prize is Uber Eats to your house. So
Moa makes
get
things
sharing, guys. Get
you
sharing.
You got Uber Eats money?
We'll send you guys Uber Eats to your house. So just share, post, like, comment.
Nah. I heard that our winner from the last competition got some funds left over that they can buy the Uber Eats for you. So calm.
No, trust she's full now. All right. Peace out. Have a great week, y'all. Stay safe.
See you guys.
Hey,